Every athlete dreams of lifting a trophy. It's the ultimate symbol of victory, proof that all the hard work paid off and you are the best. But what if the most important trophy of your career was the one you came in second to get? What if the prize that truly defined your path to greatness wasn't a symbol of success, but a monument to your most crushing defeat? After a devastating finals loss, PBA superstar June Mar Fajardo took home the one prize no player ever wants, the runner-up trophy. But he didn't hide it in a dusty closet or banish it to the attic. He placed it by his front door, turning a constant, painful reminder of failure into his secret weapon. This is the story of how the trophy that was supposed to signify defeat fueled one of the most resilient comebacks in Philippine basketball. In the Philippine Basketball Association, the San Miguel Beermen aren't just a team, they're a dynasty. At the heart of that dynasty stands a gentle giant nicknamed the Kraken, June Mar Fajardo. At 6'10", Fajardo is arguably the most dominant force in the league, a player who has collected a record-shattering 8 MVP awards and 12 Best Player of the Conference trophies. For Fajardo and San Miguel, winning isn't just a goal, it's the expectation. That's what made the 2024 Philippine Cup Finals so stunning. The Beermen, titans of the league, faced the Meralco Bolts, a hungry team desperate to win their first ever PBA title. It was a grueling, hard-fought series that went down to the wire. In a heartbreaking Game 6, the dynasty fell. The Beermen lost by just 2 points, 80-78. The final buzzer sounded and the confetti rained down for the other team. For the first time in his career, June Mar Fajardo had lost a PBA Philippine Cup Finals. He had given everything, even hitting an unbelievable off-balance three-pointer to tie the game in the final seconds. But it wasn't enough. He watched as another team lifted the trophy he and his teammates had worked all season for. In the post-game interviews, he was the picture of grace, congratulating Meralco. But beneath the sportsmanship, a different kind of fire was being lit. There's no ceremony in sports more awkward than the one for the runner-up. You're exhausted, emotionally drained, and forced to watch your rivals celebrate their ultimate victory. Then, they hand you a trophy, a consolation prize that's a physical reminder of your failure. For most athletes, this trophy is a mark of shame. It gets stored away, hidden from sight, a memory they'd rather forget. But June Mar Fajardo is not like most athletes. As the Beermen received their runner-up trophy, Fajardo made a decision. He wasn't going to bury this memory. He took the trophy home himself. This act alone is unusual, but what he did next is the secret to his championship mindset. He didn't put it in a room with his collection of MVP awards. He chose a different spot, a location he would be forced to see every single day without fail. He placed it right by his front door. Imagine the discipline that takes. Every morning as you leave your home, the first thing you see is a monument to your biggest professional failure. And every night, it's there to greet you. A silent silver reminder that you weren't good enough. There's no escaping it. This was the challenge June Mar Fajardo set for himself. In his own words, "Nasa akin nga yung runner-up trophy. Nasa bahay," Fajardo said. "Nasa harap lang ang pintuan yung trophy. Nakikita ko lagi yun kaya parang dagdag motivation sa akin yun." This single act reveals everything about his character. Fajardo is famous for his humility. Despite being one of the most decorated players in PBA history, he often says he keeps his individual awards in his heart as memories, not as objects to build his ego. He is relentlessly team-focused. For a man who doesn't obsess over his awards for success to so prominently display his trophy for failure, says one thing. He understands that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. The runner-up trophy wasn't a symbol of shame. It was a tool. It was a daily dose of humility and a quiet promise to himself that he would not feel this way again. This wasn't the first time Fajardo had faced adversity. A devastating shin injury in 2020 could have ended his career, but he battled back. He's faced immense pressure as the cornerstone of a franchise for over a decade. He knows what it means to be knocked down. More importantly, he knows what it takes to get back up. That trophy became his silent training partner. Every grueling practice, every extra set in the weight room, every drill was performed under the shadow of that silver prize. The mission was redemption. The San Miguel Beermen embarked on this journey with him. The sting of that loss was felt by the whole team. Following their finals loss, they hit another low, failing to even make the playoffs in the next conference, the Commissioner's Cup, a first for the franchise in a decade. This only added more fuel to the fire. They entered the next Philippine Cup, the very same tournament they had lost the year before, with a renewed and ferocious sense of purpose. The path back to the top was anything but easy. The conference was a war, but San Miguel played with a different level of intensity. They were on a mission. They clawed their way back to the PBA Philippine Cup finals, this time against a formidable TNT Tropang Giga, a team chasing its own piece of history. The stage was set for a massive clash. San Miguel was fighting for redemption. TNT was fighting for a grand slam. In a hard-fought series, the Beermen were simply undeniable. They exorcised the demons of the previous year. In the decisive Game 6, Fajardo was immense, putting up 24 points on an incredible 11 of 12 shooting from the field. When the final buzzer sounded, San Miguel Beer had reclaimed their throne with a 107-96 victory. They were champions once more. As Fajardo celebrated with his team, he reflected on the journey. "I had it placed near the front door at home, and it served like a motivation for me," he said amid the celebration. The runner-up trophy had served its purpose. It was no longer a symbol of failure, but a testament to the power of resilience. It had done its job, transforming a painful loss into the fuel for a championship victory. The story of June Mar Fajardo and his secret trophy isn't just about basketball. It's a lesson for all of us. We all have runner-up trophies in our lives. The job we didn't get, the project that failed, the goal we didn't quite reach. What do you do with yours? Do you hide them away in shame, or do you place them by your front door and use them as motivation to come back stronger? If this story inspired you, share it with someone who might need to hear this message today. Let them know that failure isn't the end. It's just the beginning of the comeback. In the end, a trophy is just an object. Its true meaning comes from the story we attach to it. June Mar Fajardo could have seen his runner-up trophy as a reminder of defeat. Instead, he chose to see it as a promise of a future victory. He didn't hide from his failure. He lived with it, confronted it, and ultimately conquered it. He proved that the most powerful motivation doesn't always come from the roar of the crowd or the shine of a championship cup. Sometimes it comes from a quiet daily reminder of how it felt to lose. It comes from staring your own setbacks in the face and vowing, "Never again." And that is the mindset of a true champion.